Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm here for the match review of AC Milan against Chievo. Match I finished moments ago at the San Siro, with Milan picking up three important points with the scoreline of 3-1. Goals coming in from Bacca as he scored a brace. The other one came through Lapadula, while Chievo's goal came through the Guzman. A very important win, like I said. It was a must, the 3 points at home against a team like Chievo. A team that, usually doesn't put much trouble to Milan whenever we play them at the San Siro, but still could be a tough nut to crack. Thankfully, we didn't fall into their trap today. Thankfully, we got this win. However, I do believe that we suffered more than we should have, especially after that pretty much that penalty miss from Bacca. We've definitely had a lot of moments where we did create chances, but I find more times than not we weren't capable of finishing those chances. But on the positive side, at least we're creating much more, and I think that's what Montella wanted to imply today when he fielded the three-man midfield composed of course, Jose Sosa, Locatelli, and Bertolacci. Nice to see finally that Locatelli and Jose Sosa are giving some time together. It was something that Montella was experimenting now for the past week or so, and it's nice to see that, he's been giving the opportunity for these guys, two playmakers that are doing quite well, to play together. And of course, Bertolacci, which also shouldn't go unnoticed because he's been contributing to the games as well. Last week, picked up the penalty shot against Sassuolo, and today he did a very good job as well. So I'm happy with how Montella is finally, putting in these players together, and we're creating more and more each game. Especially today, I think we created really a lot, especially Bacca. I think he had about 7 or 8 shots only to himself. Yes, he didn't miss a penalty shot at the end of the first half, but he also did score 2 goals. After that game against Sassuolo where he scored the penalty shot, a lot of questions were asked. Is this momentarily for Bacca, or will he be able to build up on it? Well, he did build up on it with 2 goals to get today. I think he was capable of even scoring more with all the chances that he missed, but it's a start for Bacca. Personally, what I wanted to see from him was him working harder for the team. And even though many times, you cannot say that Bacca is the hardest working player at Milan, I think slowly he's getting there. And yes, it might be a very lengthy process, but for me, the effort is the number one thing. Obviously, guys like Deulofeu, our eyes are always open for the effort. What I mean by that is that we see it right away. Whenever Deulofeu has the ball, whenever he has to chase down an opponent, whenever he needs to win back the ball, Deulofeu, that's his job. He always does that, and he does it to perfection. His work ethic is a never-ending one, and I just like what I see from Deulofeu game in and game out. Bacca, I don't see that on a consistent basis, but what I'm seeing is that he's slowly improving on that aspect, and he says it himself. He needs to work harder, even though he scored 2 goals. That's already a sign, and I'm happy that slowly he's getting back in those ways. What else to speak about? Obviously, the defense didn't have much to do today, but Donnarumma was forced in a couple of saves. Bielsa was more times than not left alone, and he had a lot of shots on target. That is something that we should be mentioning as well, because many times people are just looking at the performance as a whole, saying, yes, we won 3-1, we created a lot of chances, but let's take a look at the defensive side as well, because I think we did leave a lot of room for a team like Chievo after San Siro. They had a lot of chances themselves. Their goal was absolutely horrendous. I mean, just the decision itself to give a penalty shot for that, to me, it was completely nonsense. Spoke about it over and over again on the watch long. A lot of people were agreeing with this, but I guess the referee kind of made up with it in the second half when he awarded Ocampos a penalty shot, in which, in my opinion, shouldn't have been as well. The referee didn't have a very easy time today, but at the end of the day, I don't want to focus too much on the referee, but I want to focus on this result. So it's like, it's good to say that Milan only conceded on that penalty shot, but let's not forget that Chievo had a lot of chances, especially through Birsa. Not to forget that chance that Chievo had in the last moments when, forgot who it was, but they pretty much hit the bar with an open net from 3 meters out. Not that it would have made a big difference because it was already 3-1, but we did concede a lot of chances to Chievo. But anyways, it's nice to see Romagnoli back in the lineup. Zapata was playing as well. Didn't play as good as he did against Sassuolo, but, you know, decent performance for him, like the rest of the team. But next week we should be expecting to see Romagnoli with Paletta together when we face Juventus next Friday. Besides that, Ocampos, I spoke a bit about him. A lot of people were asking me my take on Ocampos, and personally I'm not, you know, overly excited with the player. I'm not overly impressed. I didn't think he was going to bring too much to the table, and that's exactly what the case is. But, you know, last game when he came on against Sassuolo, he did well to hold the ball. Today, I liked his dribbling skills. He did very good, in my opinion, to get past players. Yes, at times he's still selfish, but at least, you know, he's making the right movements. He's making the right passes most of the times when he's called upon. And also, he won Milan that penalty. Even though maybe it wasn't the most obvious penalty, he still got the job done. So, you know, I'm happy about that. I also wanted to speak about Montella because oftentimes I speak a lot about the players, but not so much about Montella. I did mention before that I appreciate him fielding a different midfield, fielding a more creative midfield with Locatelli, Jose Sosa, and Bertolacci, and keeping Kuchka on the bench to preserve him. Obviously, he came on in the later stages of the game to add to that, you know, physicality that Milan was maybe missing a bit, or just to add some certainty in terms of ball winnings. So I'm happy that he put him in at the end. But also, I'm happy regarding the decision that he brought on Lapadula with Bacca. Now, oftentimes we saw it over and over again this season where Bacca would come off, Lapadula would come on. Now, Bacca scored a second goal when Lapadula was on the pitch with him. And later on, Bacca got substituted for Kuchka. And Lapadula actually scored himself through that penalty shot. My point is that I like Montella having this mentality of going with more attackers. When the game is deadlocked at 1-1, you're playing at home against a team like Chievo, or it could be any team in the Serie A. Your job is to win that match. Your job is to be more attacking, and your job is to put in more attackers to obviously generate more chances. That's exactly what Montella did today. I'm happy that he kept back on the pitch, brought in Lapadula to work with him, and at the same time, he had two guys like Ocampos and Deulofeu to support them. And that, to me, is amazing to see. We had 4 attacking options like that. I'm not sure if we were playing a 4-2-4 or something else, but what I really liked there was Montella having the balls to go with a more attacking approach, knowing that we needed the 3 points at all costs, and at the end, these 3 points came. Also, another thing that I really liked and I noticed was the interchanging between Deulofeu and Suso, specifically when Suso was still playing in that first half. After that, he got subbed off to precaution. I don't think it's anything serious, but he did get subbed off not to risk him for next week's game. But what I liked about Montella was that he was changing Deulofeu with Suso, and I think we saw that at times as well with Ocampos. And I like that, you know, we said it many times, Milan is predictable through those wings. And to change your players, you know, to interchange them, bringing one from the left to the right and the other one in the opposite direction, it's nice to see, you know. It brings some freshness to the team, brings less predictability in what your next move will make. The fullback defending you won't be so alerted, or at least knowledgeable of what your next move could be, because you're always switching wings. So that could be an option going forward for Milan, you know. I still don't want them to specifically focus their game on playing on those wings, but still, I'm happy that, you know, we are changing things up in terms of predictability, and that's already a nice sight to watch. Other than that, guys, like I said, we did create a lot of chances. We were supposed to win this game even by more. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with the win. I'm happy with the 3 points. I'm happy that we finally scored 3 goals after God knows how long. And, I think in the past 5 games, we are unbeaten. So that's very good. We have won 4 out of the last 5. Next week, we have a very crucial fixture against Juventus at the Juventus Stadium. Definitely going to be a hard task. But our job was to get the 3 points tonight, put pressure on Inter, Lazio, and Atalanta to do equally the same tomorrow. We are currently 2 points ahead of Inter as we speak. They play Cagliari tomorrow. We are currently tied with Lazio on 50 points. They play Bologna tomorrow. And we are 1 point behind Atalanta. They play Fiorentina at home tomorrow. Atalanta's home. So it is, a tricky match for them, which I'm expecting Fiorentina to make life difficult. So we could see some teams dropping points and that could favor us. But what's good is that we got our job done. We got the 3 points. Now the pressure's on them to replicate exactly that. Without further ado, guys, I'm going to get into your comments. Let me know exactly what you thought about the game today. Also, don't forget that you can call us on Skype to share your thoughts. The Skype line is currently open. So you guys, if you want to call in to share your thoughts, make sure to give me a call. Rossoneri TV is the username. But without further ado, let's take a look at your comments. Let's see what you guys have to say regarding today's game. Alessandro says, some of the fouls we give away are silly in defense. We are too weak. So it's not an excuse for all the other games where we're getting yellow and reds and giving away penalties where they were not necessary. Not sure what you meant there with the last sentence, but yes, sometimes we do make mistakes like that, and I think that we need to be better defensively. Definitely need to be better. We cannot concede as much space as we do. Jeffrey's calling, so let's see what he has to say. Hi, Jeffrey. Can you hear me? Alright, so we got the win. Exactly what we wanted to see from Milan. We got the 3 points. What did you make of that second half? Way better than what you were expecting. I mean, we did speak at halftime. We did say that, we could have expected Milan to score a few more. But we did create a lot of chances. And we didn't really see that a lot in the recent games. What did you make of that second half?
Much better. I thought we were going to crumble because we always do when there's a major decision against us.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't today. We came out and we showed them that we have a backbone, that we're going to win even though it's a tough game at that point, and we finish it off with a late penalty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did finish it off with a light penalty, and I guess it's karma like you were saying on the live chat. But yeah, I'm happy that we did bounce back from that negative situation where Bacca missed the penalty shot. But speaking about Bacca, I know a lot of people are going to be talking about this. We did say at halftime, and I did ask you this specific question, do you think he's going to bounce back after that penalty shot missed? He did with that goal, but he also had a lot of chances going for him that he should have put in the back of the net. Really, Bacca could have even had 4 goals today, for all that matters. But my point is, do you think finally he's back in it at Milan, creating so many chances for himself? I think maybe his finishing needs to be better, but what's your take on him?
He still has to finish his chances. Like you said, he could have had 4.
Mm-hmm.
Well, finish all 4 of them, and we say you're back, and that's it. You just have to finish your chances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he should have done better. And still, this thing that bothers me the most is that he doesn't have that left foot and always wants to go on the outside with his right. That's pretty much like what made him miss 2 chances, I think. But other than that, yeah, I guess he's finally finishing more. I mean, he's got 3 goals in the past 2 games, which is good. But his finishing needs to be even better because it's not that he's going to be getting 7 shots every game. We're talking about Chievo here, a team that definitely allows a lot to the opposition, gives them a lot of space, lots of chances, but you're not going to be getting that on a daily basis. So in games against Juventus where you get maybe 2 chances maximum, Those need to be goals. That's my take on it. Did you have any other comments that you want to add, Jeffrey?
Yeah. Why? This is just my perception over
Mm-hmm.
many years. Why are there so many bad refs in Italy? I I don't know why, but it seems like the majority of bad decisions in the in Italy and across Europe when there's Europa League or Champions League, it's from a Italian ref.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, simply I can't give you a straightforward answer to that, but I've noticed it. Honestly, it's bad, and I'm not saying we always get the correct calls going towards us. What I mean by that is that I'm not saying every penalty shot that we got this year or this season was exactly fair towards us, but how many times have we seen terrible, terrible calls today? For example, even last game against Sassuolo, like I said, it's not only them getting the bad calls, but also us. It's just I don't know what to make of it. It's ridiculous that there's professional referees making mistakes like that. To me, that Chievo penalty shot was a joke, a complete joke. I mean, you wouldn't even see that in amateur leagues or anything like that. Most probably, I mean, you wouldn't even see that in the worst leagues across anywhere.
Yeah, you want to see it here in MLS.
Exactly, and MLS, you do see a lot of stupid calls all the time. So that's very very true. But yeah, I agree. Honestly, don't know what to make of it, but it needs to change. It definitely needs to change.
Well, we next game against Juventus,
Mm-hmm.
we got to beat them. They haven't lost at all at
Uh,
Juventus
mm-hmm.
this season,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yep.
let's just hope.
Hopefully we can beat them. I mean, last time we played them was in the Coppa Italia there in January. We lost that game 2-1 at their home stadium, but overall this season I think we played quite well against Juventus. Obviously, they're a very informed team, but if I'm not mistaken, the week after our game against them, they have Champions League. So I'm not sure if they're going to be resting some players. Probably not. But, their minds might be already in that Champions League fixture. But we're going to have to see exactly what is going to be happening that game. I still think there's quite some time to wait for that. Did you have any other thoughts?
No, just a great win by us today.
Yep, that's what it was. All right, Jeffrey, thank you for calling.
All right, you have a good day now, Gio.
You too. Bye.
Bye now.
So we heard it there from Jeffrey. If you guys want to call and share your thoughts on Milan's win today, make sure to call me. Rossoneri TV is the username. I'm going to be answering a few more calls from you guys. Daniel Flego says Locatelli and Sosa in the midfield is good. They fill in the gaps well defensively and a good range of passing. Yeah, I'm very happy to see both of them playing today. I think going forward, this is what Montella needs to do. Bertolacci as well, I think he did quite well. So yeah, definitely, I think I would go for Locatelli and Jose Sosa playing together. We're getting another call here from Jose. Let's see what he has to say regarding the match. Hi Jose, how are you? And he hangs up, I think. Alright. I think the line dropped. Let's see if we get him again.
Wait.
Yeah,
Can you
Jose.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
Hi.
perfect, man. Alright.
Great match by Milan yet again. I think that Montella is doing a great job in here in Milan. Let me tell you that Montella, I want him for a few more years. I think that everybody forgot Montella, what he did for us. Because do you remember when we were about to be like first place or something like that?
Yeah, when we were still in third there.
I think that everybody forgot what Montella did for us after we lost like back-to-back games, Udinese and Sampdoria. And everybody started, underrating Milan and thinking that this will happen again to us. But it was just a form. It was just our temporary form. Look, we're winning 3 games in a row now, I think it is. We're back. We're back for a title race. And let me tell you, we haven't played against Palermo, Empoli, Bologna, Genoa, and I'm Crotone. And let me tell you, those are the 5 bottom teams in the Serie A. We
That's
haven't
true.
played against any of them
That's
in the
true.
second round.
Mm-hmm.
So there comes 15 points more.
Hopefully.
So remember that. Remember that.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
Remember the games that Milan need to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are games that we need to win, and like I said, hopefully we get the points. Should be wins, of course, but you just never know. How many times did we drop points against those teams last year? This year we did a bit better. I mean, we beat Palermo,
Yes.
we beat Crotone, we beat Pescara, we beat Empoli, but now we're gonna have to beat them again. But yeah, like you said, those are 4 or 5 games that we need to win, no matter what. And you know, at the end of the season, those 15 points might make the difference. So yeah, I completely agree with you. I wanted to ask you about Bacca because we spoke a bit before about him, and he scored after that penalty shot miss. Are you still against him or what?
It's the most difficult question in my life, you know.
Wait, before you give your opinion, I think a lot of people, what it is, it's like they don't want to accept the fact that he scored the 2 goals. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, when a player scores 2 goals, I mean you're gonna blame him. I mean, yeah, when a player scores 2 goals, he played good.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you that Bacca is improving.
Mm-hmm.
Because 1 month ago he was dreadful. He didn't do anything for the team. And let me tell you, I mean, I think that Milan fans, in my opinion, this is my opinion. I think that Milan fans are over. I thought, they think that Bacca is like the best striker. I mean like our striker, like next level. Remember, there is Bacca. Bacca is not a fantastic player. Don't expect him to score all the goals. I mean that volley, it was difficult. It was a difficult angle.
Mm-hmm.
He's not Suarez. He's not Lewandowski. He's Bacca, and that is why he is not considered as one of the best, because he misses and he misses. It was a difficult angle. It really was.
Yeah.
So don't expect Bacca to score goals. Just don't expect him to be like the best.
The thing is, like today, he did create a lot of chances, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, he's doing that a lot.
But like I said with the other caller, you know, Chievo, you're getting those chances against Chievo. Are you really gonna be getting 7, 8 chances against a team like Juventus or Napoli? No, you won't. So, you know, against those teams, you're gonna get 2 or 3 chances, and you're gonna have to score on those chances. That's the thing.
Well, he scored 2 goals. I'm happy. I'm happy about him. That's it. Forget all of that. Forget all of. I mean, you're gonna forget all those misses, but you know, it's a difficult question. It really is.
Anyways, I guess we just have to be happy for the moment that he's actually scoring the goals.
Yeah, I mean, just remember just remember 2 months ago where he couldn't score goals against bottom teams. Just he's scoring that, and I'm happy about it.
Yeah, that's it. He's scoring. At least he's scoring.
I mean, next game, Juventus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Chievo's defense, as I told you, it was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like even Bacca, the less skillful striker that you can think about it, just skilling off 3 players and he tried. Let me tell you, he's trying that outside foot like 10 times now this season.
Yes.
It's time to stop, Bacca. It's time to stop. Okay, I know that you're trying that outside foot like 10 million times now. It's time to stop.
What pissed me off the most was he did such a good job, man, to get past all those players, and then that stupid right foot outside messed everything up, man.
I hate it.
Like, why can't you just shoot with your left? Come on, man. Like, you're telling me you're professional and you can't shoot with your left? Like, a kid on the streets can shoot with his left, you know what I'm saying? It's, anyways. It's something that I simply don't understand. I don't know if it's him, like, it's just like something that he's used to too much and you can't change his habit. It's like a bad habit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and do you remember last year where he tried like 3 Rabonas
Yeah,
like in a match?
it's funny because someone was actually saying there in the watch along that they thought he was gonna try the Rabona after getting past all those players.
Yeah, that's Bacca. That's Bacca.
That's Bacca, but I'm happy that he's scoring goals. Like I said, 3 goals in the last 2 games. It's good. That's good.
That's good. That's good.
So hopefully he continues. Hopefully he continues down that road.
Yeah. Next game, Juventus. I don't expect a goal from him. He scored a beauty, but I don't expect him a goal.
Just some final thoughts on Deulofeu. What do you make of him? Once again, you saw it until the very last second. This guy was running and running and running, just never gave up. I thought he was going to beat him, the last defender there, the last second, but then he lost balance.
Yeah, I like Deulofeu. I like Deulofeu.
I mean,
very good signing.
For a guy that's on loan, man. For a guy that's on loan, working his ass like that to me, speaks a lot of things.
Yeah, Deulofeu definitely are. I mean, Suso is decreasing a little bit, to be honest. I mean, he's still creating chances, but he's not the Suso that we used to be like. We used to see like in the derby or in past matches where he used to skill off a lot of players.
I think he's just like really, really tired at the moment, and I
think that Ocampos did a very great job today. I really like him. I think that after Ocampos entered, I think that the key today was that Milan was taking off the ball away from the midfield of Chievo and started like 5 counterattacks. I think that I saw from Milan. Very good.
Yeah, I was very impressed with that too, and I just really like what I saw today. Hopefully, we continue down this road. All right, Jose. Thank you for calling.
All right, Joe. Thank you.
Have a good day, man.
Hey, bye.
Bye. All right, we have time for one more caller, so if you guys want to call in and share your thoughts, now is the time to do it. Gonna get back to it in your comments, though. Caleb says, I think Bacca is really good. He's a prolific striker. He does his job. He scores the goals. Not the best season, but still 10 goals so far. It's good. Could be better, but it's good. I think he's actually on 11 goals, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, definitely he's doing very good things. I just hope he continues down this road. As long as he gets the goals, I'll be happy. Yes, I said this several times that I'm not impressed with the way he involves himself with the team. But I have to say, last game, he had lots of chances and he was more involved. This game as well. So maybe he's finally changing for the good. We'll see exactly if Bacca does continue down this road or not. But overall, I'm happy with the team at the moment. I mean, it's 5 games in a row that we don't lose. Like I said before, 4 wins in the last 5 games. It's very, very good. But we are getting another call here, and this is going to be the last caller, Josvani. I think he's a new caller. So let's see what he has to say. Hi, Josvani. How are you?
Hi. How's it going, man?
Good, man. Thank you for calling. First time on Rossoneri TV?
Yeah. Actually, I'm the person who sick goes, but I'm using this.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
What did you think of the game, man?
Well, I thought it was like excellent. I wanted the 3 points. I actually wanted.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Today it was really inevitable for the 3 goals. I'm really happy that they came in. What did you make of the performance of the midfield? A lot of people were asking. They wanted to know exactly, what do you think of the idea of playing Locatelli and Jose Sosa together?
To me, it was just actually pretty. Like seeing them as actually like they were doing so much like opening chances, creating passes and stuff like that. That to me is awesome. Seeing them playing the ball, controlling the ball, have more possession than the other team.
And I think that's what Montella wanted to do. They're bringing on Jose Sosa with Locatelli and Bertolacci. He wants to add to that creativity in the middle. So many times we said it, this team doesn't have too much creativity in the middle. When you got guys like, random players just playing out of position at times. We saw that so many times. But I think this is a pretty solid midfield that we have now. Of course, it's not one of the best in the league because there's teams like Roma, Napoli, Juventus that have way better midfield. But I think, we have a pretty good diversity, even with guys like Bertolacci that's doing better, at least, slowly but surely.
I mean, he just came back from, he just came back from injury, yeah, but it looks like he's working hard more than before. Like last year, he was a ghost, and also kind of in the beginning of the season, and now he's pushing himself more and more. Like he wants that starting position.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy with with his work rate. He's definitely doing better. Also, there's guys like Pasalic that whenever they get a moment to play, he does all right.
Yeah, he's all right. He's a good like backup for like Locatelli or Sosa, but I prefer mostly like Kuchka to start on the right.
Yeah,
he's like, come on, he's a tank. He's a wall.
Of course. And he's also got a lot of goals in himself this year, which is good.
Yeah.
I think he had like 4 goals or something, which is good.
Yeah. And also, like, today, Locatelli almost scored. Like, you see him, like, trying to shoot, but after the handball, you know. Yeah, he's actually, like, looks like he's working hard and training and, showing on the field.
Yeah, definitely. And I think those few games that he was kept on the bench by Montella actually did him good. It was time to, reflect on some things. And that's exactly what Montella wanted to give to him. So, yeah, pretty happy with the performance. I'm pleased with what Milan's doing at the moment. And, of course, we put the pressure on those teams that are playing tomorrow, waiting for their result. Hopefully they drop points.
Yeah, hopefully Inter lose, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
And, well, I could say one more comment, right?
Go for it.
All right, like, today, the wings was insane. Like, Delafell pressuring, dribbling the ball, even though, the ref doesn't call, fucking fouls. He's like struggling for fouls. However, you see him work hard. And also Ocampos, he just came off the bench and you just see him just dribbling around, passing defenders or that's what I like. I like to see you work hard and you probably get a starting start.
That's it. Exactly that. All right, man. Thank you for calling in.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Have a good day, man.
You too. Bye. So you heard it there from Yosbani, guys. Thank you all for sending in your comments. Thank you for joining me today on the live stream watch along and the match review. Just a friendly reminder that tomorrow there will be the most awaited video of God knows how long, and that is the video speaking about the whole closing, the delay situation, and everything going on regarding that. I know a lot of you guys wanted me to speak about the situation, but I did say that I was gonna leave it for Sunday, and there will be a video tomorrow concerning all of this. So make sure you're tuned to the channel, subscribe so you don't miss it, and also like this video if you did enjoy today's content, and if you're happy that Milan won. Thank you guys once again. This has been Gio signing off, and as always, Forza Milan.